use some duct tape. We're gonna see how well this works. Hi guys, today I'm going to be trying out Instagram golf tips. The weird ones, the good ones, we're going to see which ones work best for beginners. First one I'm trying out is Kathy Kim's. We're going to put the ball between our legs. She has a beach ball, I only have a smaller ball. It's supposed to help you hit longer drives, I guess. Either way, it helps you get that left leg leading out the way it should. So we're going to try this out. Let's see. All right. She has it somehow like this. I need a bigger ball. I don't know if this is gonna work. All right, we're gonna try it. This ball is a little too slippery. So she is going, okay, I'm gonna try it this way first. So we turn, and then she has us dropping. I think I need a bigger ball to try this one out. So she has us turning, and leading leg is dropping. I guess I get it. I think it's a little tough. So she has us turning, and leading leg is dropping. Or am I just dropping this ball by opening? You know, there's gonna be way too many innuendos with this one, so we're gonna try this again. Turning, and then dropping. I don't know, it's not bad. I need a big beach ball, I guess, to make this work. I think this ball is a little too slippery. So maybe here, once they start selling beach balls, I'll pick one up and try that again. That one's a little tough for me. The next one, I've seen multiple ones on people's accounts of this. It's putting the chair behind you so that you can feel your left hip for your hip depth when you're turning. I found this one on Eric Corjorno's Instagram site. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. So he's got you turning, and as you're turning, you've got to get your left butt cheek pushing up against the back of the chair so that the left seam right underneath your butt cheek pushes against your chair. Okay. You're almost trying to push against the chair. Okay. I don't think I'm as tall as him, so I'm not going to get that one hand behind you. All right. See if I can figure this out. And so we're going back. And then I'm going and pushing so I can feel it. And then I'm up. Okay. I'm not doing that enough then. Let's try that again. So back. And then I'm pushing, and then he's rotating and he's hitting it. His chair, I think, sits back a little bit further than mine. Mine is an IKEA chair. Get yourself one. And he's also taller than me. So let me watch that again. Okay, he's kind of pushing into it. So let me try this again. So I'm close to it. I'm going back. And I'm coming in. I don't know as a beginner how to push my hip up against that in the rotation of my front foot. It may not be the best drill for a beginner. I probably need to work on my rotation more before I practice on this drill. It's an easy drill to try because you got chairs sitting around everywhere. But for me as a beginner, I'm struggling with it. Now, if you're working with a coach, an instructor, they could easily help you with it and it would be great then. A little tough for me as a beginner, so let's move on. Next up, I'm going to try Matt Nicola. Sorry, Matt. He has us putting a towel under our arms, and he said try this simple towel drill to get you into the correct takeaway position. It's supposed to keep your arms on top of your body. Keep the towel under the armpits, rotate your shoulders back, and keep your wrists quiet. Spine and leading edge match. Okay. So it's supposed to take care of the takeaway. All right, I guess I'm gonna try this. Okay, so he has us putting the towel under our arms, under my arms here, and I have to keep it flat as I do the takeaway. Okay, let's try this, Matt. So I get the right stance, and I have to keep the towel flat. I get it. I think if you have a problem not keeping your arms flat like he's showing, where you're taking it up or taking it too far back, so I've got another one of Kathy Kin that I'm going to try, and I think the ball that I have is going to be better for this exercise. She has us putting the ball between our arms here, and it's supposed to help keep our arms from bending at impact. So if the ball drops out, my arm isn't staying straight, I need to be able to keep my arms straight, and that ball should stay perfectly in between my arms. All right, we're going to see if this one works a little bit better. Maybe I just need to get some different balls. So she's got it. Boom, boom. Okay, let me go sideways here because I don't have much room. Yeah, I do like that one. That does force me to keep my forearms straight. And I'm betting it's going to help when I start chipping. Is that the right verbiage? I do like that. So I bought a $2 junior, a little kid club. Because when you're inside, you really don't want to hit your TV. So it gives me a little bit more leeway to be able to practice and not destroy my apartment. All right. That, take away. Back. Yeah, I like that. And what it does is it reinforces Matt's, the one I just did before, where you've got the towel underneath your arms. Because this is actually forcing you to keep your arms in place and keep them down. So when I'm going back and going forward, I could actually still do it with the towel underneath my arms, I bet. And I know you can go on golf training aid sites and find that grooved ball, which will fit better in between your arms. I'm not wanting to pay that much money right now since I'm just seeing if I'm gonna like golf. I'll invest later. All right, the next one up is from Natty Golf that I found on Instagram. Now, she's holding two alignment sticks on her as she's turning. I kind of don't want to hold them, so I decided to use some duct tape. We're gonna see how well this works. So I've got my alignment sticks, and I'm gonna try and duct tape these to myself. Let's find out. Taped, so she's got one right here. I cannot believe I'm duct taping these things to me. All right, let's, you got that? Give me another one. This is probably a really dumb idea. It'd be easier just to hold them. But you know, if you can't be dumb, then what's the point of YouTube? All right, that might work. Let's do one more. One more for safety. All right. So she's got one there, and then she's got one at the top of her chest. This might be a complete and utter fail. But what's the point of life if you don't try and fail, right? Motivational speak for the day. All right, let's do one more piece. And so she's got this next alignment stick all the way up by her chest right there. All right, so right up here. Let's do one more. So the whole point, I'm still gonna have to hold these probably. So the whole point of her turning, sorry, you guys can't see my head there. Let's see what she's doing. All right. So we don't want to turn and have them equal. We want to turn. Let's see, she's turning. And then she comes down and it goes like that. Okay, I like it. I still might have to hold this one. So let me try that. So we don't want to turn and have them equal, where we go back and forward. We want to turn and then we want to come down. So let me do that better. So we turn and then we come down. And they want to cross over like that. I think that's how she's doing it. Let me see one more time. Okay, yep. So we turn and we come down. It's not bad. I feel there might be an easier way to do this. That's not bad. I'm gonna try one more time. So we turn and we come down. It allows me to feel how I need to bend and turn on that downswing, and it gives me a better understanding of what my body's doing, wanting it to point like that. Not bad. I think it gives a beginner, how do I get this off? It gives a beginner a good idea of how it needs to feel. Alrighty, up next. The next one I found is from Women's Golf. I am using my exercise band, which I showed you guys in the How to Play Cheap Golf. It's actually a band. It's the figure 8 band that you can find on golf training sites that you can put around your arms. This band works just the same, and I get to play with duct tape again. And so I'm just going to duct tape right around the middle of it so that I can DIY my own figure 8 training aid. Again, this might be an utter fail. But again, if we can't fail, what's the point of life? So I think this is supposed to turn out a lot like Kathy Kim's video where we had that ball between our arms. It's meant to keep your arms straight as you swing. So let me see which one I'm going to end up liking better. So keep my arms straight. It's not bad. I think it forces you to keep your left arm straight. I have a tendency to bring my arms in though on this, and maybe the actual golf training aid is stiff, so it won't come in. DIY fail maybe on this one. With the one where Kathy Kim had you have the ball in between, you can't bring your arms in, you can't collapse them. It prevents you from pushing out your arms, which is good. I mean, it would help. It's not bad. I'd still prefer Kathy's with the ball in between my arms though. So I maybe shouldn't have used duct tape because now I can't get it off. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Figured that out, didn't I? Next up, I'm going to try Adam Koloff. The chair exercise didn't quite work for me. I know there's other ones out there. This one will help me. Let's see. He's putting a training rod up against his right hip. And when we come into our downswing, we need to make sure that it drops off so that you're putting your weight onto your left foot. Beginner golfers often hang back and tilt back because they are trying to help the ball into the air. They need to understand that striking down on the ball with a weight shift is the key to hitting it solid and getting the ball airborne, so we need to trust the loft. Now you need to do the drill to work on the shift. Lean in the alignment stick against your right hip and work on dropping the stick. If you drop the stick, you shifted your weight properly. Let's see if I'm smart enough to figure this out. I feel like my alignment stick is a little bit longer than his. So there's the alignment stick. It's in my hip. So he was showing us that if we're going back, is it coming off there? So when I'm going back. A lot of beginners tilt backwards to help the loft into the air. That is not what we want to do. So we want to go back and then tilt forward and it will fall down. That makes sense. Sorry guys. I haven't really hit with my driver at the driving range, so I don't know if as a beginner I tend to tilt backwards. I'm betting I probably would or have because I'm a weakling and I'm trying to probably hit like a baseball player. So if I can correct that from the beginning, that would be great. So he has us going back and then going forward. And it drops right off. That helps, it makes sense. So I missed a couple of tips earlier, so I'm shooting them tonight and I'll just insert them somewhere in this video. And one of them is from Amy Cho's beginner series, which I've done another video on her first 4 videos that teach you how to do a half swing. And so when you're starting to learn how to do a full swing, she actually brings in a bowl. I absolutely love Amy Cho. She's got you using brooms and bowls. Anyway, so the bowl, you always want to make sure, well, let's walk through it first. So she's got it down below, and then she goes into a half swing, and the bowl then needs to come up so you can have food in it. You don't want it this way or backwards, and what it does is it's training your right arm to have the correct angle for when you come up. So she swings up, and then she does a full swing this way, and you want the bowl to be back up again so that you can have food in the bowl. And then what that's doing is it's training your left arm for the correct position for that swing. So let me do that again. So she starts with the bowl down, come up to where there's food in it, and then you swing through and you have food in it again. Okay, that's pretty easy to understand. Back and swinging through. That's a pretty nice one if you want to follow along with Amy Cho. I absolutely love her training videos, but that is a really great one. So the other one I missed is from FvZ Golf. He's another one of my favorites to follow on Instagram. He's training to become a professional golfer. And so his tip is to learn how to do a takeaway. This is how I do my takeaway drill. It helps me avoid rolling my hands behind my body. And he just uses a pitcher. I don't have a pitcher, so I'm using my vase. Ladies, we've all got one. And so his tip for the takeaway is literally he's just training it like this. You want to keep your arms straight out. You don't want the pitcher to go that way, because then that will lead to an open club face. So he just kind of gives you the mental image of when you're swinging. Yeah, see, I tend to do that when I twist my body. I see what he means, because as soon as I start to twist my body, I start wanting to open it up that way. So if I twist and remind myself to keep that pitcher facing forward as I do it, because otherwise I would have a tendency to want to go like that, which would cause an open face. So it's just, that's one of the best tips I've seen. I would never have realized that I was swinging back and causing an open face. So there you go. Grab your base, grab your pitcher, and try out his tip. All right, the next one up that I'm going to try is from Brady Golf. He has got the ball that I mentioned that has the concave areas here that you can get on the Golf Training Aid site. He's using that behind his back there, which is kind of what the exercises are where you see the chair behind you. I wasn't doing it right. That exercise is meant to have you feel how much you need to push your butt out into the back of your downswing so that you're not bending forward or coming forward too much. So let me see if I can follow along with him and if you guys can see this here. Okay, so he gets it behind him. And then it's basically just to feel the turn. see here. Okay, so he's going back and then down. So it's meant, I guess, for you to kind of feel how much you need to push back when you're going into swing on the downswing. Because I guess it keeps you from tilting forward too much as a beginner to where you'd want to come down and hit it this way. And you need to make sure that you're getting that butt, getting that butt pushed back more. So you want it back and turned back. And so he's trying to get you to feel how much that pushes back right there. And you push. I can see it. I don't think it helps me quite as much as maybe some other exercises that I've seen out there. So the last one I'm going to try is from FvZ Golf. I really enjoy his Instagram account. It's to teach you body movement. This drill will help you create the feel for the tilts and the turn in the swing and how to maintain the spine angle during that swing. I've seen a lot of variations of this. This is the first one that I've really seen using a club up against a wall, which gives me a better idea of what I need to do. So he's got us tilted. So I can't go like this or I'll hit the wall. So I need to go down, and that'll hit the club right there on the wall. Go back to a straight line, and then I can't come this way because the club's going to hit the wall. So he has me going, sorry, I'm watching the video as I'm doing this. So he has me going down. Okay, so let me go through that again. I can't go this way, it hits the wall, so I have to go down. And then I can't turn this way, it hits the wall, so I have to go down. So it's a really down, and then down. One more time, so down, and down. Yeah, I really like that exercise. He is one of my top favorites to follow on Instagram, so definitely check him out. He doesn't need me to tell you guys to check him out, but definitely check him out. It's easy, and it is such a great account for beginner golfers to understand and to feel what you need to feel in those swings. That's probably got to be my favorite exercise so far. So he's got it up, and I have to go down. Yeah, that's a great exercise. Thanks for watching these exercise tips that I found on Instagram, guys. They are great tips. Instagram is a great place for beginners to find golf tips from PGA coaches. So definitely go check out Instagram and YouTube. Don't ever forget about YouTube. But I'll link these all down below so that you can go check them out. What's so great about these exercises is that it teaches you how your body needs to feel. It's really getting your mind in touch with your body and not just hitting. So many sports, you just go out there and you hit hard and just move. But I'm finding with golf, it's very much like a dance, like a tango, a salsa. It's how your arms need to stay straight, how your hips need to sway in the correct way, how your torso needs to turn. It's like a dance, which is really kind of cool to find that out and to figure that out. And these tips will definitely teach you how you need to think and feel while you're moving in your swings. So go check them out. I hope they help you as beginner golfers. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.